Hello, my name is Andrew. I'm the husband of Gina, who you have been listening to podcasts from. Um, I'm 47 years old and we have two sons, and I've been asked to express the feelings about how I feel and the whole situation in the same context as what Gina's going through. So where we are at the moment is that Gina is now on her fourth cancer. She started in 2010 with breast cancer. It spread in 2012 to her spine, and she had a tumour on her spine which required back surgery and radiotherapy. And then in February of this year we were advised the cancer had spread to a secondary liver cancer which is incurable, and we were given a prognosis in February of 6 months to 2 years. And right this very moment, Gina is midway through a session, 5 sessions of radiotherapy to try and zap a tumour that has decided to grow very unhelpfully on the nerves coming out of the lower part of her spine, which is causing extreme pain going down her right leg and preventing her from being able to walk very well. So that's the situation we find ourselves in. And I guess the important question is, well, how do I feel about all of this situation as the husband of someone who's going through this? Well, I guess I'm feeling the whole gambit of emotions really, particularly angry at times, angry that my wife is being put through this, that the cancer seems to be relentless, one after the other. Feeling frustrated at various things, particularly the length of time sometimes it takes for the medical profession to come back with the results of certain tests. And I guess the main feeling is one of helplessness, really, when I see the woman I've loved for more than 25 years in excruciating pain, even though she's taking all sorts of painkillers, and knowing that I can't do anything to resolve it. I can't do anything, it seems, to help her. I can only be there to hold, to support, and just try and do what I can, which, to be honest, feels not much at all sometimes. So I just feel useless on occasions, and it's difficult for a husband to see their wife in such distress and such pain sometimes, and knowing that I don't have the power or the ability to change it and to alter it to make it better. As for the situation with the doctors and the care that Gina's been receiving, I feel that the whole medical profession, from the oncologist to the GP to the carers and the nurses on all of the cancer wards, have done a fabulous job looking after Gina throughout all of the treatments for cancer that she's had. They do a fabulous job of caring for her and looking after her, and also of keeping both Gina and myself informed of what's going on and the sort of timescales they expect things to happen. I guess there is room for improvement, and perhaps two areas really that I would highlight from my perspective anyway. The first is that sometimes a lot of these tests, like bone scans, MRIs, CTs, X-rays, you go for these tests and then you're given, well, we'll let you know within 2 weeks. And to be honest, 2 weeks is a very long time when you've got cancer, or you suspect you've got cancer, and you're waiting to hear the reality of what the true situation is. And I'm sure there must be a way in which that 2-week period can be speeded up. The second area for improvement that personally I feel would be helpful is that as the man of the house, I deal with all the finances, and with Gina now having to give up work and having a terminal prognosis, we have to go through all the red tape with the DWP to claim the various benefits that she's now entitled to claim, and we have to battle through to try and get Gina's pension paid from her workplace. And in order to do all of that, we need various letters and particular forms to be provided by the medical profession in order to support these claims for funds to replace Gina's income. And there's one particular form which is only 1 page long, which we had to request 3 times over a 4-week period before we were given that form, which was crucial to claim some of the benefits. And whilst the actual healthcare side of the care is fabulous, it does need to be supported by the backup admin work, because for a family that is having to make a huge adjustment to their finances due to the situation, we just need that extra support as well to help us through. As for the future, I guess with one cancer after another coming along, my head has come to terms with that. Every time Gina says she feels something's wrong, or she's got a pain here, or something doesn't feel quite right there, you have to second guess as to whether it might be another avenue that the cancer has taken, and I guess my head has caught up with that as a likely outcome. As the oncologist said, that cancer is going to be a frequent visitor for Gina, and I'm fully aware of what is going to be the likely outcome and what Gina will have to go through in the final few weeks. My heart at the moment has got some catching up to do, and I'm sure that as Gina progresses towards the end of the cancer process, my heart will catch up, and it will overrule my head, and there will be some very difficult times to deal with, both for me personally, but also in trying to support Gina and also my two boys. And whilst at the moment I feel as if I'm strong enough to deal with things, I know that towards the end that will not be the case. And I guess I'm fortunate, well, Gina and I are both fortunate that we have so many friends who are prepared to rally round and support us and be there for us. They've already offered help, even at this early stage, but towards the end I know that all of them will step up to the mark and be there for us. And we're very blessed to have so many good friends, both work-related friends and personal situations. We're both members of a church, and we have a very strong base of people at the church who would be prepared to help and support us. So that's the situation at the moment. It's taking one day at a time, trying to plan for as good a future as we can have. The only other thing which I've just thought, sorry, I should have mentioned it earlier, but sometimes I feel frustrated because when I have to be careful, or try to be careful not to be insensitive or blunt in what I say, because it is possible that I'm going to say something that relates to activities or things that may happen more than 2 years in the future, such as perhaps one of our boys' plans 3-4 years down the line, or even talking about what might happen in retirement. And I know that Gina's not going to be part of that plan now, and I have to be really careful, try and bite my tongue to stop saying those things. But I guess Gina knows me for 25 years, and she knows that I will put my foot in it from time to time, and nothing I say would be intentionally hurtful, but just mentioning things at some distance in the future that I know Gina won't be part of now is quite difficult for me, and I'm sure it's immensely more difficult for Gina. And so just everyday words and what you say and how you say it just needs to be carefully thought through. So I hope this has been of some help for you. Thank you.